So I want to talk to you today about what you do if someone passes away and they didn't finish their will. What happens to their assets? Unfortunately, many people don't get wills done. If you're listening to this and you haven't gotten a will, call Cornerstone Law Firm today so we can help you out. But under Pennsylvania law, if you pass away without a will, there's a common misconception that the government gets it all. That is not correct. All right, so there is still an intestate statute. This is the statute that controls what happens if you die without a will, or as we call it, intestate. If you die without a will, the statute says that generally your spouse will get a certain percentage, your kids will get a certain percentage. If you're not married or if you're divorced, your kids will get it all. In other situations, if you don't have kids, it goes down a whole chain of who gets it. Your parents get some, sometimes your siblings get it, sometimes nieces and nephews get it. At a certain point, if they can't find any next of kin for you, then the government gets it. That's extremely rare. So what does an unfinished will mean? So sometimes people will come in and they'll say, here's a draft of a will. I can't find that mom or dad ever signed it, but it leaves more to this family member or this sibling, or I'm supposed to get the house or whatever, but we can't find a signed copy. An unsigned or unfinished will means nothing, unfortunately. It doesn't mean anything really in terms of how the assets are distributed. Sometimes it can be evidence of intent if there's a question about what the final will actually means. It might be relevant in helping construct that, rarely. Sometimes it may also be helpful if we believe it was signed and destroyed. That is, if we say, we believe this is the will that dad signed, and we believe it was in the house, but brother got in there and we think he ripped it up and we're not sure if we can prove it, then it may be relevant to prove the existence of a will. But if the will was not actually signed or finished, that actual document doesn't mean anything.